To Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Virgo for late January to mid-February 2022. So let's see, Virgo, you're in your 6th house at this time, which means it's all about service, work, just how you are the very practical people. And you just keep everything nice and practical while the rest of us just kind of blunder along. We are in the element of air, so air is very much mind energy too, so just be aware. There could be some sort of all sorts of gossip, etc. flying around. Try to stay focused, which I'm sure you will because you're earthbound people. And lots of sort of changes, very changeable when we're in air. Okay, so the energy around is the world, and the world talks about the end of a cycle. So you have finished it, whatever that is to you personally. So there will be a new cycle beginning. So feel pleased with yourself, or maybe not. With Virgo though, they're very slow, deliberate, focused people, so they tend to finish things off nicely. They don't just leave things hanging. So let's see what the next 4 weeks, we're now on the 24th of January, so we're going to see what it brings with the end of a cycle. Where you are right now, we have the 8 of Wands, so yeah, moving forward very quickly. 8 of Wands is all about sort of no obstacles whatsoever. It also can mean you've met somebody that it just goes boom. It just flies along with no obstacles. Fantastic energy, this one. Fire, so it's very much an action-driven energy here. Can be travel as well, moving around little bit by little bit as we do these days, but yeah, just basically it's a very good energy, fabulous card. There's no sort of hidden agenda here, so enjoy that. That's where you are at the beginning of it. Let's see what's influenced that to come in, and indeed the rest of the reading, the layout. And we have the 10 of Coins, which is indeed finances, everything is good. 10 symbolizes a completion as well. It's the top of the tree really, and then you go back. So all this sort of business should be pretty good for you in terms of, you know, just things being finished off, money being available, working hard, just getting on in your Virgo way. And indeed it is a Virgo card. So it's a very celebratory card really, to sort of say you don't really have any worries there, and this vibe will continue for a while with you, but it always does with Virgos, I've noticed. Beautiful card. Let's have a look at December, January, and see what influences were around and still are hovering about. And the Hierophant, which is the card for the Taurus people, so it talks of your cousins, Taurians, so very earth energy, very practical, very down to earth, but it is the moral compass. So the moral compass is our inner compass that tells us, yeah, that's the right thing to do. Well, you know what, you're not, this is bad, but you know, we just go ahead and do it even though, but with this, it's pretty good for you. So it's a good card to say, yeah, well, you know what, I don't give a toss about all those other anti-people that are anti-rules and anti-everything. I'm just going to get on with it because I've got other fish to fry, apart from just being anti-everything, authority really. It's very much an authoritarian card. And it has a deep spiritual meaning as well, so it is your moral compass and what that means to you personally. Nice card actually, Virgo. So you can't be fooled. Meticulous comes to word. The word meticulous is always synonymous with Virgo. Let's see recent influences, and we have Judgment You have paid off your karmic debt, whoever you had a debt with. It's like paying a bill. It's done, it's dusted, chuck it in the bin or delete from the inbox, whatever. No more karmic debt. Karmic debt's paid off. So whatever has gone on before, especially with people, this is very much a people-oriented energy, this karmic debt. It's like a second chance, so erase all that and start afresh. It's almost like you've got a new green light coming through. Very positive card and very highly spiritual as well. So a nice card to sort of kick off February really with. No more karmic debts. So you don't owe anyone anything. It's gone, it's done. You're square. Let's see the lesson you will be learning in this 4 weeks. New love coming in, so the seeds of new love, or just be connecting with somebody. Can be a child as well. For those of you expecting, or those of you that have children, very much Cups is an emotional card, so it's an emotional type of energy. Very nice, lots of scope for growth and learning and all that kind of thing that comes with new beginnings, new connections. Very nice card that just sort of gives you another green light to, well, proceed. Just get into it. You know, you've done all this work. Why not kindle that? If there's such a word as kindle that. Okay, so near future. A few catty Aquarian vibes coming up with the 5 of Swords. Just beware of other people. Beware of what advice you seek from people, because they might not be in the practical sense of the word that you're in, very earthed. So they might just toss you any old bits and pieces of rubbish as advice, and you end up sort of getting confused by it. Like I said too, it's a catty kind of energy too. It's people talking about you or speculating on what you're doing. It's to be avoided and not to be given too much thought really, because it's just, you know, bitchiness really at the end of the day. Usually this is a work card, so you've got your moral compass here, so why on earth would you listen to this sort of bag of cats? And that's what it's like, a bag of scratching angry cats. Very much Aquarian energy too, so, you know, just be careful. Change going on, just avoid those sort of scenarios. Let's see what's happening that you're not realizing, Virgo. Massive transformation underway as we speak with the Death card, Scorpio card. So really dredging up all the stuff, mulling over all the stuff, changing the way you do things to a different way that you feel like is going to replace anything that has been sort of negative for you. And this Scorpio card is very much about really facing up to things from the past that you want to change desperately because you don't particularly like that side or that kind of environment. Transformation is the basic theme for this card though. Very nice card. So if you were wondering about whether you're on the right track, you are. Just keep going with this transformation because it's good. Especially if it's a relationship too, Virgo. They're very personal things, and we tend to sort of talk to others about the new connections we have, and they'll throw in whatever they're thinking about at the moment, so it's not very helpful for you. So, you know, this is your personal journey, no one else's, including transformation. How others see you. Strength, very strong, very self-aware at the moment, very much going through life with, you know, just facing up to your own sort of pitfalls and your own being aware of other people and aware of situations where you might project something or people project onto you and you hook into it, and then it just becomes this horrible cycle. Especially in the time of air, we can really get that, you know, people's words can really poison, and we can go into a bit of a tailspin about what did that mean, why did she say that, why did he say that, what does it actually mean? They're just words. And the keynote here is strength, and, you know, just being self-aware and going, yeah, well, I'm not going to listen to that either because it's just what they think. No, it doesn't mean, not to the practical Virgo. They're too meticulous to worry about other people's stuff. They're just, you know, learning that self-awareness. They're Virgo. Very nice card. Some big cards. Okay, positive feelings. The Chariot, so very much emotional discipline, you know, just reining it in. Sort of keeping the discipline of your emotions, not getting into the head energy of Aquarius and air and going, oh, what did that mean? Oh, they thought this, they thought that. No. It's about being emotionally sort of disciplined to go, well, you know, I'm just getting on because I know where I'm going. And I know that I've got victory and success at the end of it. I've just got to sort of get through my own personal journey of transformation of my own values for myself, and not worrying about all the people in the audience or in the spectators. This is your journey. It's big, but it's very strong, and you will get and conquer that. So once again, all these big cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big month, Virgo. Big transformation. Lovely. The outcome. The High Priestess. So secrets being uncovered. Really sort of special connection relationships here too. Very sort of kindred spirit, soulmate connection here. But somehow it's saying to you, just keep your own counsel. It's a time for you to just trust within yourself. You don't need to be getting counsel of other people. Very much once we come to February, March, and we go into Pisces, because this is the card for the Pisceans, very intuitive as well, and it's Pisces is your opposite sign, so a lot of you will have a few elements of your personality in that Pisces, that emotional sort of and intuitive aspects. So look out for the following month too with this big High Priestess, the daughter card it is. But she's very, very, very intuitive. So, 6 big cards. Interesting times, but they're all big lesson learners, Virgo, so I'm thinking you're doing really well with yourself and your own road of discovery and whatever's coming your way, whether it be relationships and just how you are practical in your life. It's really sort of telling you just to keep going with it. Let's see your message. Forgiveness. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burnt. By practicing forgiveness, you can find new meaning to life's worst events. As love and compassion combine in the sacred space of the heart, they are released as a powerful energy, and everything changes. All possibilities again become open to you. Heavy hitting forgiveness. It's not easy, is it? But yeah, that's a keynote for this 4 weeks. Thanks so much for listening, Virgo. And it's certainly lining up to be a very cathartic time for you guys on whatever journey you're on. It's big. Thank you.